Hello, beautiful divine beings. Thank you for tuning in. I am Reãudan, and I am the Lady of Love and Light. And today I am doing a channeled divine message, and I have just asked, what is this energy that is surrounding us? What is the information that is most relevant to those who are finding this video, no matter when they're finding it, at the exact moment that they find it? What is the information that is the most relevant for them right now at this point in time and space that they need to know? So I have already drawn the deck, shuffled them, and I have used the Divine Guidance Oracle cards by Shirley Harnish and the Saints and Angels Oracle cards and the Magical Messages from the Fairy Oracle cards. And this is by Doreen Virtue, as was the Saints and Angels Oracle cards. So these are the cards. I always light my candles and call upon all the ascended masters who guide you, all your ancestors who passed and are in the light that are now guiding and watching over you, all the angels in the angelic realm who are also gives you guidance, your guides, sentient beings, and archangels who all are your soul tribe and your soul family that all watch over you, who walk in the light, the white light. And so today I just want you to, we're going to just do this to ground you in so that you can listen and hear and absorb the messages. And so if you would now with me, take a deep breath, breathe in, and now breathe out, releasing all, relaxing, and just being grounded fully in your body, listening to this message so that you can absorb, connecting with your divine guidance, your higher self, your soul team. They are surrounding you. All right, so the very first message that came out for us here is the number 44, and that is just what it is. It's the card of divine guidance right here. And so it says, beautiful soul, you play a very important role in the awakening of the planet. Your light is so needed here. You are always wrapped in the loving embrace of the divine. It is in those times when your tears may fall, or when you feel most alone, that your angels and guides are with you the most, shining their light and love on you. Not for one moment should you doubt this. You, special soul, are being lovingly guided and supported on your path. Divine guidance is leading you gently. Look for signs, feel the love, and know that you are supported always. So wow, you know, it's very crazy times that we're in, and your guides, wow, they just want you to know that's loud and clear, you know, divine guidance. And they're around you. You just have to begin to tap into that, you know, take some time out to really just be in that space where you're all knowing and just feel them around you. Let's do that now. This is so important that we get this, that we know this. You know, we are human beings. We are in a human body, living the life the human experience, life, that comes along with being in a human body at this point in time, and especially where we are. And make no doubt about it, you are a light being, a divine being of love and light as well. So just take another deep breath and release it, breathing out and grounding in your body, in the center of your being, there where all is knowing, and you're connected with all your guides, the angels, your soul tribe that are on the other side in spirit, in the light. For they are surrounding you, and they just want you to know that's the first message that came out for us. And make no mistakes about it. These are just other messages. We get so busy in our life that we don't take time out, and that's why you are here searching. You want to know what's going on, and the more you come and realize that your messages are being provided for you right here. This isn't a way, in other ways, it's in a song that you hear, that gives you an answer for something, or wow, this is meant for me. Or you hear a conversation that somebody's saying and it resonates, it rings true to you. Or, for me, I lost my brother last year in 2021, and 20, sorry, this is 21. We're coming up on the year anniversary. And this blue jay, keeps coming up on in like my kitchen window and sitting on the rail and looking in at us, just telling us he's here. That is significant to me and my mom, the blue jay. My father passed in 2016, and a cardinal shows up when my dad's telling us. So it's in animals what's significant for you, and you have to begin to realize when these symbols appear what they mean to you. So, and this is one way, this is a tool. A lot of people say, oh, tarot cards, they have negative connotations and all this. No, this is given in divine love and light, and it's offered up to you through divineness, pure intentions of love and light, and for your highest good and the good of all. So this next one is alignment. This is number 5, and this is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is a complete connection and alignment of your higher self and your physical self. Sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, but there is no need to worry or feel alarmed with what is happening in your life right now. Listen to this. This is so important. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once completed, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. You're here questing, you're looking for answers. Your guides are telling you, we're here. And we're here to help you align. And that's what we did. When you take a deep breath, let's practice that again. And breathe out. And just allow your mind to quiet and your body to relax. And just center into the center of your being. That is where you align. And just feel how it feels to be relaxed and aligned and connected with the divine and your higher self, that part of yourself that is all knowing. It has all the answers, and it is totally capable of helping you totally heal yourself to come back to that point of wellness, wholeness, and completion. So, you have to practice. Just with anything that you do, you have to practice. Practice makes perfect, okay? So let's move along and see what the next message is, because there were a lot of cards that come out. I trust what I'm being guided to do, that I'm channeling this. What comes out comes out. I didn't pick these, and I don't try to control it. When it's done, it's done. And so these were quite a number of cards right here. So this next one is 41, right there. And let's get this into, let's read what this one is about. And so here you see these spheres, and the colors in there you can see are the reds and the orange and the gold, and that's about creativity. And this says, you are fully aligned with the powerful light of source energy and loving harmony of Mother Earth. Your creative energy is centered and flowing. It is time now to embrace this energy. Perhaps you are an artist, a writer, a speaker, a dancer, a healer, a musician, or whatever it is that you are. Dedicate time each day to using your creative force in a way that brings you joy. Wow. How often do we really do that, during our day? And many in their professions, So keep yourself grounded and connected through meditation. So again, meditation is a way to practice going into your center and becoming grounded just through the process of breathing and relaxing and quieting your mind and just listening, going inward, taking some time out to stop all the noise around you and involved and caught up in everything. It says, when you are aligned with Source and Mother Earth, your creative juices flow in abundance. So what did we have? Alignment. So let's align. If you need to go out in nature, if you don't, you don't have to. But I love that. There's just something special about being out in nature that really connects me and grounds me and centers me. Take that time. Maybe it's just taking time out to go into nature, that does it for me. It's more than that. It's being, connected with Mother Earth and Gaia and all her creature beings. So then this next card is number 6. Wow. Look at that powerful energy there. All right. So let's find out what this card is about. Advancement. This is a time of change for you in the physical realm, and it may involve making some big decisions. Wow, I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that right now in this point in time here on our planet. Whatever it pertains to, changing jobs, making a career choice, beginning or ending a relationship, or moving to a new home, you have some choices you need to make. And this is so important. Trust yourself to make the right choice. Your guides are working with you to help you gain clarity and to move forward in your life. Stay true to yourself and follow your heart's calling. I always say follow your heart's desire, that which you truly desire and want. And doesn't come from a place in your head. Your head is what kind of weighs pros and cons and logic, and it's your heart. Your heart knows what you need and what you're yearning for. Trust that and move towards that. So it says these changes are definitely for the better, both physically and spiritually. So, also make no mistake about it. You are on the path. You are where you're supposed to be right now at this point in time, and it is time to look and make some adjustments. I don't know if you saw the last reading, but it was about looking back from what's behind you and moving forward. And this is continue making the advancements now, taking actions toward that. Wow. So that's just this wonderful, sweet message. And then the next card from that deck is number 24. Look at the beautiful colors in this card. Just really the violets and the blues and the purple and the green and the yellow. And, we have lots of energy here in this particular card. And let's see what that's about. It's this divine feminine. So whether you're male or female, we all have feminine aspects and male aspects of ourselves. Some of us are more dominant than others, and some of us are balanced and, between the two. But it says, divine feminine energy here. And this card asks you to begin operating more from a feminine flow of energy. And so feminine flow is nurturing, giving. Now, it doesn't mean you have to give without receiving. There has to be balance. It's also about balance. It says whether you are male or female, it asks you, allow your power to flow from within instead of using force. Be mindful of using a gentle approach to people and situations. The role of nurturer and healer is important for you, and these gifts will blossom when you allow them to naturally emanate from you. Focus on your relationships with people you interact with. You will find that more will be accomplished while creating peace and harmony for all involved when you come from this place of divine feminine flow and nurturing rather than the masculine, which is about acting, provider, conqueror, where divine feminine is about the nurturing, the mothering, cultivating. And so this is what you're being asked to do. So just step back and just come within and just tap into that inner flow of divine feminine within you. If you're a male or a female, you're being asked and called upon to become in touch and in tune and act out of that place of nurturing flow. The other important thing is that we are in a time in this plane, this earth plane, of the feminine energy is rising. Our planet has been very predominant in the male aspect of, dictatorships and control and rule. But we're now being into a shift of being, we've learned, we've did what we needed to do in the masculine sense, and it's now time to just come from the more feminine approach, and come together in community, caring for one another, taking care of one another, nurturing this planet, nurturing each other. We're not going to get into political points of view. It's about doing what we need to do for ourselves and nurturing ourselves. Start with you and nurture yourself and just experience the gentler, softer, loving, nurturing self. You've been probably way too active, and I know I have, in trying to get things done and doing this and doing that and fighting this battle and taking care of this business. It's like, no, let's just become, because what we're putting out in the world, we keep attracting. So it's now time to just be in nurturing and flow and start with yourself. And so the next set of cards that wanted to give you the message were the magical messages from the fairies. And this first one, these are pretty forward here, and it's affirmations. And it says, let's look at it. They slid them down there. Okay, to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. And I use them with my clients. I use them for myself in my life. And, thoughts, words are powerful. So it says, you drew this card because there's something you desire right now. You already know what this is. To increase the speed of your manifestation, that means bringing it into reality out of thought form, it's important to lift up your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs to a higher level. Why? Because positive attracts positive, And if you want positive affirmation, can increase your self-confidence and faith, which are two essential and magical ingredients in manifesting, bringing things into your reality. You know, if you're just kind of like, oh, well, maybe one day this will happen. Well, guess what? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. What you put out there is important, your thoughts. So instead of thinking, well, maybe it will happen, then you leave it up to chance, and maybe it will, maybe it won't. It just depends on your frame of mind, your thought pattern. Do you really think it's going to happen? Do you really believe it's going to happen? If not, it's not going to, and if you do, well, then it will eventually. But in order to really bring the power of thought and intention, put it in a powerful way and say, this is going to happen, and believe it and know it. It says, this card is a message for you to say or read positive affirmations and to boost your faith, optimism, and effectiveness in bringing about your desired results. And it goes on to say, begin each day with something beneficial, such as praying, meditating, or reading from an uplifting book. As you stay positive, everything in your life becomes more positive. The outcome of the situation you're asking about is dependent on your optimism. Watch the words that you say and write to ensure they're positive and aligned with your desires. Again, we had the, your heart desires, and you have the ability, only you can think your thoughts, and only you can bring them into manifestation. But we have to take time out to know exactly what they are. But the angels and the guides are saying, you know what it is you want, so get busy with it. Start putting it into affirmation. It says, so in the very next card, here it is. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what your needs are, what you need. No mistakes in the universe. And I didn't go through the deck looking for these. These are what came out. It says, this card serves as a reminder of the importance of asking for your desires. The universe is much like a restaurant in that you need to put in your order before anything can happen. Wow, how many of us have put in our orders? I know I have, and I'm seeing the fruits of my intentions and my labors. Your current situation calls for action on your part. It calls for action. You have to take action. You can't just be thinking, wishing it, hoping it. You have to take action. First, spend time clarifying your desires. Then tell the universe clearly what you want. You can always qualify your request with the prayer, this or something better. So you can say that, I want this or something better. So that you don't unwittingly limit yourself. And this is so powerful because most of us don't realize it. We put something out there and then we limit ourselves to what it is. I can tell you from my own personal life that what the universe has provided for me is so much better than what I could have ever dreamed for. So I always put that in the hands of the universe for my higher good and the good of all. It says, however, you do need to make a clear decision about your desires. And it goes on to say, be honest with the people in your life. Tell the universe what you want. Write a list of your desires. Have a heart-to-heart talk with someone you're in a relationship with about your needs. That's really important. Boundaries and expectations. Because if you don't, they don't know what it is. They can't read your mind. Well, maybe on some other level, but they might not be conscious of it. I'm laughing because, for those who are very spiritually connected and found that partner that they are very spiritually connected with, you are in sync. And on another level, which is the 5D in spirit, you're communicating already, you know. But here in the earth plane, in the physical body of physical consciousness, they might not realize it or remember it or have it in their conscious mind. But anyways, ask others to help you and expect that aid when it's off, and accept that aid and expect it to happen. But expect that aid when it's offered, and accept that aid when it's offered. So it goes on to say, expect a positive outcome and your expectations will be rewarded. So this is, you know, this goes hand in hand with this reading, you know. These cards are just reinforcing and telling you this is, you know, the message for you. Listen. Listen up, y'all. No mistakes in the universe. So the next card from this deck is connect with nature. And we kind of talk, I just, you know, that's how I connect and I go deep. So it says, you're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. This card comes to you because your body and soul are craving fresh air, trees, flowers, butterflies, birds, sunshine, and animals. The message is clear, and you can just see how beautiful this card is. You know, they're all beautiful cards. But look, nature. Because we are all earth angels. Some of us just have been lost, forgotten, you know, don't realize it. The message is clear. Go outside. The answer to your questions are outdoors in nature, where you can easily think and receive creative ideas. Even a bird, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about a bird. The message that I get, you know, the bird's giving me messages about my dad and my brother, as I already said. But it says, even a belief, stroll, that's even a belief, you know. It can help you just kind of decipher which, you know, or realize, or what is the word I'm thinking of? Realize what your belief patterns are, you know, when you go out in nature. It allows you to think, you know, because so many things in our lives are put upon us by others, and we begin to believe it. What is your belief? What it is that you want? Not what somebody else wants for you, but what you want. It says, even a brief stroll during your lunch hour will yield tremendous benefits. It goes on to say, plant a flower garden, adopt a new pet. Your children need to spend time outdoor as well. Go camping or hiking. Visit a rural or eco-friendly retreat center. Switch to a career where you can work outdoors or with plants or animals, if you're called to. Trust the message you receive when you spend time in nature. You have a natural gift for communicating with animals. Bring nature indoors with potted plants, a fountain, and crystals. You need sunshine for full spectrum light to elevate your mood and emotions. Eat more naturally, taking in fewer processed foods or beverages. And this is really important because our food has so much different chemicals and ingredients and preservatives in them that they've just become unhealthy for us, and they create so much disease in our body and complications within our organs and our whole system. But you know, just this card is coming to you for the mere fact that you need to connect with nature and maybe perhaps start eating more naturally. And whenever you have major decisions to make, go out and ground. Get in that place where you can contemplate what it is that you truly believe and want and desire, and move from that point and that position. So this next group of messages is coming to you from the Saints and Angels Oracle cards. And here we have the Saint, Mother Teresa. And this is the card of activist, and as she was. And so her guidance is, you're guided to champion a cause such as a social issue, a charitable group, or a person in distress. Like Saint Mother Teresa, you can single-handedly make a positive difference in the world. She'll act as your guide in this manner if you'll ask her for help. And this is so important if you don't realize it or know this information. You have to ask these. She's a guide. She is in the spirit world. She walked in human form on this planet Earth doing good. She was a model for what a true feminine should be, and an activist. And you have to ask them for help because we have free will. So we have to ask them to help intercede on our behalf and help us to overcome our free will and do what's right and what we really and truly desire, because sometimes we really don't realize what that is, and we don't realize how our free will of making a choice, be it the wrong choice, affects us because we don't have all the decisions, or whatever that may be. So call upon them to help you in the situation to do the best for your highest good and the highest good of all. It says, notice which issues arouse your passion or anger and make a commitment to serve in some capacity to heal these situations. Your soul wants to express itself and to make your opinions known. Use your expertise and life experience, like maybe perhaps as, what your business skill or your writing abilities or your speaking talents. So use these, if you have them, to help along your chosen cause. Donate time or money to related charities and agencies. You'll feel re-energized and by your activism. It says, Saint Mother Teresa lived as an example of how much good work one individual could do. She was born in 1910 in Albania under the birth name of Agnes Gohath, Gonxha, oh boy, Bojahin, Bojaxhiu. She became a nun at age 18 and took the name Teresa out of respect for Saint Teresa of Lisieux, Lisieux. When she was 36 years old, Teresa received a divine calling to serve God amongst the poorest of poor. Within 2 years, she began a ministry for the impoverished people of Calcutta, India. She and her sister nuns cared for the starving and dying citizens. Today, more than 500 missions and centers worldwide carry on the legacy of her words. Faith in action is love, and love in action is service. Those were her words. By transforming that faith into living acts of love, we put ourselves in contact with God Himself, with Jesus, our Lord. Whether you believe in God, Jesus, the divine, it's all one source with the divine, because you are a divine being, as is and was Saint Mother Teresa when she walked on this planet Earth in a human form. She was a divine being living the human experience just as you are. What a beautiful message. The next one here is very also very apropos. Be brave. This is your guardian angel speaking. And look at this card. And she's protected by this black leopard. And she's she's giving the energy. She's, the protection. They're both there with you, watching you. It says, although it may feel as you're unsafe or in the dark, your guardian angel assures you that you are completely safe, protected, and guided. Don't be fooled by illusions of fear. And don't buy into the fear base that's going on in the world. This is how people who want to conquer other people work. They produce a whole lot of fear, information, misinformation. They take some of the information that's true and they spin it into webs of fear-based information that causes people to panic, to turn on each other, so that they can divide and conquer. That's how it works. So don't fall into the fear. And what you fear, fear is only a feeling. It's, what is fear going to do to you? Nothing, It's just a feeling. It's just an illusion. So you need to be brave. So it's saying, don't be fooled by the illusion of fear. Instead, be courageous and shore up your personal strength. So that means just pull up your, personal strength. There's a blessing in this situation, and by focusing on finding that benefit, you're sure to discover it. In every situation, there's a blessing because it is a lesson. And when you learn the lesson, that is the blessing. Someone by whom you're presently intimidated by will soon prove to be your loyal ally. Do your best to see God within everyone, within the situation, and within yourself. There's truly nothing to fear in these circumstances. It's actually an opportunity. Listen to this. It's actually an opportunity for you to grow stronger and more experienced and to develop higher self-esteem and tools to deal with that situation. That is the lesson, the blessing. Don't run from conflict, but face it with grace and love. Pray and ask for heavenly help, and it's assured. The situation will resolve itself rapidly in a miraculous way. Your role is to stay positive, speak your truth, and be brave. And that is so true. Empower yourself. And I'm not saying argue with someone, but just state your truth. You know what your truth is, and speak your truth. Speak your needs, tell them what they need. And when your truth and what you're speaking to them could have a positive impact on them. They might come to some realization that hey, I'm wrong, or you're right, But anyways, it says your role is to stay positive, speak your truth, and be brave. Don't be afraid to speak up for what you believe and to be right and true. And so that is what it's saying. And it's saying, just believe in yourself, believe in your truth. It's there. Ask for help from these divine angels. These are guided messages from them. This is your guardian angel speaking to you. Your guardian angel may look different than this. This is just a card of representation. But look at that powerful animal protecting you. Look at that full moon back there. It's illuminating. It illuminates the situation and gives you wisdom and guidance. So be brave. You're protected. This is the next card. Don't compromise. Saint Agnes of Rome. So you got to be brave, and don't compromise. It says, you're asked to take a stand in favor of your truth and self-esteem. Wow. You don't need to compromise to get what you want. and you can live by the truth of your beliefs. Stand by what you feel is truth, what resonates with inside of you, not what others are telling you, what rings true for you. You feel it in your being, in your gut, not in your mind. Your mind will overanalyze this and that and rationalize this and, So it says, Saint Agnes is your guide and role model in this aspect. She shows that in love relationships as well as careers, home, health, and other life areas, you mustn't compromise your values. You know better. You know what your values are. It's time to return back to them. It's called integrity, people. Return back to what your values are, what you believe, not what you see others doing. If you are in a difficult situation, first try to negotiate a better solution with the people involved. For instance, if your romantic relationship is unsatisfactory, tell your partner your honest feelings. Saint Agnes and your angels will help you speak truthfully with love so that your partner can really hear you. And you have to ask for that. Ask the archangels that are watching over you and Saint Agnes to help you speak truthfully with love so that the person, your partner, can truly understand and hear you. If this doesn't yield satisfactory results, this saint may guide you to a counselor or a helpful organization. The key with this message, though, is to stand by your truth without compromise. As God's holy child, as a divine child of the God of divine, of creator, of source, you deserve to be treated with love, respect, and dignity. Accept nothing less, because you deserve nothing less. You deserve to be treated with love, respect, and dignity. Always remember that, my friends, and accept no less. Saint Agnes was uncompromising in standing by her beliefs. Although she was tortured and threatened with death, she wouldn't renounce her faith. Legend also says that Agnes rejected would-be suitors, including a Roman dignitary, because she was determined to keep her chastity, her virginity. Several men tried to rape her, but when they were struck blind before they could harm her. Saint Agnes died bravely for her faith at a young age, still a virgin. She's a patron saint of engaged couples, and she assists those who wish to find the most suitable marital partner. Because she represented purity. That was her belief. And she stood for what she believed in, even if it cost her her life. Don't compromise, because you'll only hate yourself for that. In the end, it eats away at your soul, at your core. Stand for who you are. Be brave. And you'll be protected. You'll be watched over. The very last card we have here today for you is optimism. Your guardian angel, once again, is talking to you. And it says, you're right to feel optimistic in this situation, as there is much to be hopeful about. Your guardian angel has witnessed all of your hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and knows that this new situation is a true answer to your prayers. Your angel sees behind the scenes details about what's ahead for you and is giving you the message that it is all good. Your optimistic outlook keeps you cheerful and pleasant as the situation unfolds. And in doing that, it's going to bring that to you. What you put out there, you attract. And it says, your optimistic outlook keeps you cheerful and pleasant as the situation unfolds. Your positive nature is attractive and makes people want to help you. If others don't believe in your dreams, don't worry about it. Stay upbeat and try to avoid naysayers. That is so important, you guys. Naysayers are those people who don't support you in your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations. They're not truly on your side. They have their own perception of how you should be, and that is their own, not yours. So, studies show that optimistic people live healthier, happier, and longer lives. Keep expecting the best out of life because will truly get what you expect. There again, this whole thing has been about the power of thought and intention and words and being positive and dropping the fear. It's time to drop the fear. Where has that gotten you in your life? Nowhere. I guarantee you it's probably gotten you into some bad situations. This is the affirmation that I put out in the last video, and it says, the universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. That means there are so many possibilities out there. Tap into them. It says, I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. Because it's a choice. You choose. You can either choose to be sad and unhappy and unbalanced and all angry and hurt and victimized, or you can choose to come from a better place. Say, you know what? I'm better than this. I know who I am, or I am, if you don't, start thinking about who you are, Are you a little victim whining crybaby that's, going, oh, I can't, I hurt this. You're making excuses. Stop it. Choose to empower yourself, to bring balance and harmony and peace. Choose that in your life and express it in your life. And it's not that easy to do. This is all practice. You have to practice, but as you practice, you become it. It's like athletes. They keep practicing until they're like top notch. It's easy. It's effortless for them. The ones making the big bucks. It comes natural. So you choose. Don't let other people choose for you or what they think about you or how you choose to believe and think. Use your own mind, your own brain, what resonates within you. And it says, every thought I think is creating my future. And that is so true. And this has been the theme throughout this whole reading. Every thought I think, be it positive and negative, is creating what? My future. I will not lie to you. I am an optimist. I have always been an optimist. Now, that's not to say I don't think negative every once in a while, but then when I start thinking it, I go, whoa. That's not me. That's only going to bring more of that into my life. I choose to think differently. I choose to see it in a positive light. My cup is more than full. My cup is running over, Anyways. And when you start thinking, about, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, that puts you in a place of scarcity and lack. Start thinking, I have this. I am attaining this. I am bringing this into my life. Those kind of thought patterns are positive and they're drawing and attracting. My intention is this. All right, beautiful beings. That is all I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Reãudan. I am the Lady of Love and Light. I am here as a resource for you. I bring these channeled divine messages to you. I channel them. I am a pure channel of divine light. There's no mistake you are here. Your guides wanted you to be here. There are messages here for you. You might not feel thinking at the time, but trust it. Allow it. It's what is coming to you. Either right now you're in it or you're moving into this. So have a blessed day. I am always here for you. You can connect with me and contact me. I'm available for private sessions, readings. I am an energetic, holistic, shamanic life and wellness, spiritual and physical practitioner. I wear many hats. I am an energetic healer. My background was in physical therapy for many, many years. Along the way, I studied hypnotherapy, neurolinguistic programming. I was in many mental health facilities as a part of an integrated professional team member dealing with youth, adolescents, and geriatric patients. I've learned a lot about the body and health and wellness and healing. For as we begin to heal ourselves on the inside, it is reflected out into our outer world and in our physical body, and we begin to heal ourselves in the physical level. Our bodies, our vibrational patterns. DNA is a vibration, and these patterns, the atoms and neurons and protons and all the way everything included in the DNA forms a vibrational pattern of who you are, and that is when you become a vibrational being in the physical body. That's what makes us all different and look different. We do have genetic material from our ancestors, and we do carry cellular memory from that genetic makeup. And so it's important when we're doing this healing, we're doing it as you open the door to heal yourself. You also are healing from generations and generations ago. And so, and your ancestors are always here helping us, loving you, those who have passed on. And not just your ancestors, your loved ones, your friends, your family, those who are your tribe. You know who they are. And if you don't, you're beginning to realize that the people who are there for you always, you can count on, who think like you do, these are your tribe members. All right, beautiful people, and I hope you know that I am a member of your tribe, and I am always here available to you. Many blessings. I'm sending you and your loved ones so much love. Ahah, God bless. Alhamdulillah. Hallelujah. Mahalo. Aloha.